Hello and welcome. This is Alchemistexe, and this is the banner overview for May 12th, on May 12th. So before I get into that though, I want to point out a couple of bugs that I've been experiencing and that other people have been experiencing based on what I saw on Reddit. I made a post about the unit screen one, and then I found out the gear one is also broken. Both the displays messed up and you can't select them. The unit one is a bit worse because nothing, like once you select a unit, nothing is displayed at all. And what this does is that it restricts our ability to raise any units. Like for example, if we get Shahel, you can't do anything with him because you can't get to him in the unit screen and raise him. It also makes the milestone that gives you 25 shards of him for raising one of his enchanted jobs impossible. So I'm going to put a separate ticket in if they don't fix it in a timely manner because of that. It's just, hopefully this is less ugly than last time. But enough about bugs, let's talk about banners. So I'm not going to talk about the paid ones. I think they're kind of not that great if you're trying to get Shahel. But the main one, this is how you're going to get him if you're going to summon for him. There's a 25 soul shard selector on step 3. So even if you're transmuting him, that can be helpful. So I'm going to skip over this for now, talk about all the rest of the banners, and then I'm going to jump into more detail about obtaining Shahel and some of the stuff involved in that, just because that'll probably take up the rest of the time for looking at the banners combined. So, I'll put a link or a timestamp in the description for that. So, Nimble and Bianca are both rerunning. They're both really good units. If you've been waiting for them to rerun, now's a good time to get them. They're both very, very expensive, but very, very good units. Nimble's an absolutely awesome damage dealer with a unique like element switching mechanic, and then Bianca's one of the best healers in the game, and as well as a magical unit. Bianca's a little bit harder to justify the cost of, but as somebody who got her completely by accident and started using her, I do think she's really, really good. And a lot of people really like her design, of course, as well. Next, we've got a series of Genesis coin banners. They are no stranger to this channel, as I think they can be potentially a really good use of gems depending on where you are in raising Genesis units. And Shahel especially, because his gate 5 is what I'd consider a must-have. Like that would be the highest priority by far. So that means you're going to want 160 shards of him minimum. So these coins can help you achieve that. And there's just a lot of other really good units that, especially the damage dealing ones like Dark Nyx, Andex, Dark Mira, etc., where these coins can help you get them more enlightened. Even if it's pretty easy to have a dud of a roll, just because nothing is guaranteed. But nonetheless, 2.5% chance for a featured unit is probably the best individual rate you're going to get anywhere for a Genesis unit. So then we've got the Memento banner. It's got this. If you want to get Shahel's Memento, then this is going to be the place to get it. My opinion of his Memento is that it's good, but not like must have. You get like a move +1 on max limit break. You get some stuff like damage panels, and his VCR gives you like status resistance to unit he's adjacent to. All good stuff, but it's not like duration +1 good. So that's just my opinion on that. And then there's also a bunch of other Genesis 5 steps around for the rest of this week as well. So this is a really, really good week, regardless of what Genesis unit you want to get, almost. Okay, so now let's jump back into the Shahel acquisition stuff, because it's going to get a little bit messy. So there's free tickets. That'll get 1 step. And then if you've been saving discount tickets this month, that's another 2. So that means spending 1,000 gems, you can get 25 shards. So if you're looking to transmute, I think that's worth doing, because that's going to beat out the Louis shop price for the shards. Just, no questions asked. I do not think going the rest of the way is worth it, just because if you want to get enough to transmute just from those 25 soul shard selectors alone, that's going to be like 37,000 gems. I just don't think that a support unit like Shahel is worth that much. He's definitely good. His unit I've been looking forward to, but I really only want to spend those kind of gems on like damage dealers or somebody who's introducing like a truly like brand new or handy mechanic. when you can get him for so much cheaper. Because if you only have to get 75 shards from the Louise shop, just paying the base cost of that and then doing at least the 100 gem resets, so 2 of those per day, so 1400 gems, and then maybe a few 300s as well. So maybe start accelerating the amount of gems you spend on resets as the week draws closer to an end, as your time is running out to transmute. But to catch up to that 37,000 would require a lot of resetting. So I just think for the overwhelming majority of the total people that want to transmute Shahel, like, they're just not going to fit into that category. Okay, so yeah, that is about all I've got for the banners this week. So next up, I'm going to do a little bit of summoning. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the first 3 steps of the Shahel banner, and then I'm going to do the Genesis coin banner that also features him. So if I wanted to save the largest amount of gems, then I would probably wait on doing part of this until next week, because this banner will be around for another week. And as long as you acquire Shahel by 1 week from today, you'd be able to take advantage of all of the Soul Shard quest days, because you just need 7 days to do that. However, I'm not doing that because I would rather just, if I was in the very, very, very off chance going to acquire him in the course of summoning, I'd rather just spare myself the headache of transmuting. To me, that's worth 2,000 gems, which is the value of the discount ticket. But if you can't do that, or if the transmuting's not a headache, etc., then that is also an option that you could apply 1 more discount ticket to it. Okay, so there was a red that changed into Bud. I thought there was one other one. Hopefully I didn't gloss over it. I am definitely not counting on getting anything good. My expectations are going to be pretty low. I got super lucky with Hestia during the Don Machi collab, and I am going to assume that's probably the only real luck I'm going to have for a while. I know, like, the last coin banner I did was just an absolute dud. But yeah, we'll see. The nice thing is that even under the worst case scenario, things should still work out just fine. It's kind of, that's like my golden rule for this game, is that, any luck that happens is a giant bonus, but all of my planning is always done under the assumption of the worst possible luck. I'm surprised there hasn't been, like, one devoid of reds yet, in all honesty. Yeah, I am feeling a little bit lucky that Shahel's Memento is not what I'd consider a must-have, just because otherwise I would have needed to save up more and probably skipped out on the Don Machi collab, which I'm very glad I didn't do. I don't think I've ever, like, done such a 180 on a collab before, from being, like, lukewarm to, like, oh my god, these are some of the best units in the game now. I know some of that's going to be on a timer, but hey, if you can ask my Levi about that, like, yeah, I don't use him anymore, but for the time he was useful, he was absolutely indispensable. So I think that was it for the reds on this one. Yep. Pretty typical results there. Man, I remember when I thought that this summon system was good. Those were the days. I guess I don't have a ton of gacha game experience. I played Chain Chronicle, I played Fate Grand Order, but I didn't really play them in the same way that I play Alchemist Code, or to what's applicable Genshin Impact. Oh, there we go. That's some quality dud right there. Oof. Yeah, that is extra bad. But yeah, Alchemist Code is definitely the first one where I got really into, like, understanding, like, how the probability works in the summons, and just really planning things out, sometimes on a long time in advance. Alright, where's that coin banner? So hopefully this at least yields something, even if that something isn't exactly what I want. as far as the units on this banner go, I don't have Ignacio, Shahel, or Helene. I do have Cabrera, but he's not raised, and I wouldn't be able to raise him until they fix that bug. And then, of course, more Nimble Shards are always welcome as well. Oh! Well, look at that! I must amend my previous statement. I do now have Ignacio. I don't know if I'm going to be able to raise him, even bug notwithstanding, just because right now I have enough Dark Shards to raise one unit. I was thinking I've got Ryui, a decent chunk of shards for her, and her memento already ready. I've got Ambrosia with her memento like closer than not to max limit broken. So there's that. For Ignacio, that would be just kind of the same position I'm in with Kubera, where it's just like, yeah, I got him, but I wouldn't really be able to enlighten them. So Ignacio is one of those people that I really like him as a character, like in the Genesis story, but like there's really nothing that gripped me about him mechanically. So unless this game pulls a Solva and just starts throwing shards of him at me like crazy. Oh, well, look at that. That's a pretty good roll altogether. Got 2 featured units in one. That was, I think, more than the last 2 times I did a coin banner. So yeah, there we go. My guess is that there is not going to be a better result than this. But we really need those coins, so we are going to keep going. Yeah, I honestly did not expect that to happen. I kind of figured that Ignacio and then also Helene as well would just be kind of those units I just wouldn't really encounter. Oh, another one with a red. So overall, this is definitely better luck than what I am used to experiencing on a base level, and then not getting into the, the probability where it actually matters, which is like the small nitty gritty. Yeah, man, this summoning system, it really, really bothers me, but I like the gameplay mechanics, so I've learned to live with it. It's just kind of part of the process. Oh, there we go. That's another first, I guess it's the first real dud of this banner. I like how there's multiple levels of dud, where just you can like get no 5 stars and then be like, oh, that sucks. And then you can do one that does have 5 stars, but then not also kind of sucks, because it's not like the 25 shards of units you can farm shards of for free every day is impactful to your account in any way. Oh wow, look at that. 4. I think my record in the entire game is 6. Oh! Ooh, look, Nimble! I'll take it. I have all 3 of his gates maxed. I think I'm ready for his gate 5, but I don't care. I just keep giving me Nimble shards. I don't care if I have too many. Like, I want my Nimble to be as strong as possible, as much as I can. 1, because he's just really fun. And then 2, I also really like the character. So, I will definitely take that. Okay, I don't think we're going to get another set of double featured in the same banner. But there were 4 on this one, so I guess technically it's possible. I mean, of course it's possible. It's, probability. It's nothing impossible is going to happen. That's would be insane. Oh! Well, look at that! Definitely spoke too soon. So yeah, I have Shahel, so no more worrying about the transmuting. That is absolutely excellent. So I think this was step 4. Yeah, look at that. He looks pretty cool. So yeah, that's pretty sweet. So that means I can keep the 25 shards and not really worry about the Louise shop. I might actually take some of the gems that I would have spent getting Shahel, and what's that doing here? And then instead applying them to Quince. Okay, there's only one more step, so I need the coins, so might as well. Somehow I don't think lightning is going to strike 3 times. If it does or doesn't, at this point I'm not really worried about it, because I already got Shahel, so we'll just see what happens. But yeah, no, absolute dud there. But everything that I said for acquiring Shahel does also apply to Quince. So if you want to get him, you could definitely do that too. But yeah, okay, this has gone on long enough. I'm going to sign out at this point, but if you're also summoning, I wish you good luck, and I hope the bug is fixed soon, and I will see you all next time.